Goaris over for the Team 1, ready to go. We got Saya, we got Plush, we got Rawas, as well as Tava. As a Firebird this time? Okay, that's interesting. That's very interesting. Kragar first up versus Saya. Battle of the Ages, Red Pally versus the Warrior Man. This one, the two dueling champions fighting each other back and forth. Kragar charges in, big demolish, breaks through Saya's shield like it's nothing. Saya trying to play around to the damage over time gameplay with that Herald of the Sun, letting the Dawn Light Seer pass Kragar's soul. Literally into the soul and beyond it. Into a full stun by Saya, or by Kragar. Saya with a trinket. Kragar still holding on to his trinket for a while. And you're just trying to stay next to Saya. Trying not to let Paladin kite him out as best as possible. Both of them getting kind of low. Saya getting into the execute range. Battle stance available for Kragar with the reflect for a second. Saya making sure to have a stun ready to go. Stun into Kragar. Maybe a trinket on him. Does go for trinket fear. And Saya, he's still got bubbles. Kragar just needs to make sure he has a decent bit of health to work with. Is going to back up out of there. Let second wind kick in. Let second wind kick in. He just got to let the Dawn Light time out though. But as long as Saya got a Dawn Light and Kragar, he's not going to be able to get an easy recovery. He does go for the stun. Warbreaker. Sanct available in case there's a second stun to follow up for the Kragar. And he got himself a charge. As soon as Saya gets too far away, he's got to get a charge. Wall available together with a Blaze Storm. That is a dab with the sword. Second stun onto Saya just to make sure he stays next to him into a big shield of Endless yet again. Wings available. Kragar better be very careful with those wings. Disarm for a second for Saya. Still gets the Dawn Light as well as all that damage over the Kragar. And he's gonna go for a battle stance here, or battle master trinket just to give him some more health. So you got himself up on health, rallying cry, borrowing a lot of health, picking up a little bit of healing, trying to see if he can get himself some second wind value, but I don't know if he'll be able to. He's got himself more health to work with, but eventually it's gonna drop off a bit. Full burst, does he have a shatter? Saya might be in trouble. Trying to see if he can deny that shatter. Defensive stance out for Kragar. You just gotta live this. Saya no longer has an immunity for a while. Stun. Kragar is in control here, I think. Battle stance. He's feeling pretty confident. He needs a bit of healing. Defensive stance for a second. Just needs to survive a little bit. He needs to heal something, anything. Reflect for a moment. Does he get a charge heal? He just needs more health here. Oh, fear lands and but that judgment goes through. That is so rough. Saya able to play around the full on. Just playing the... Are you playing normal wings or Wake of Ashes wings? I think, was that a proc of wings? Might have been a proc of wings there, actually. That is rough, man. I was so close between the two. That was incredibly close. Honestly, could have been anyone's game at that point, too. Saya with the full immunity out of magic damage. Zekon trying to see if he can back up out of there. He needs to just mitigate and control the amount of damage he takes from Saya while the immunity is up. Because he could turn this around. Saya got nothing left after this. Shield of Vengeance is the only thing that's holding him up. Zekon could go in for full immunity, full burst, everything available. Will he have enough, though? He's got to be very careful with his health, though. Saya is on the plank, dude. He's walking the plank. He's literally on the edge of that plank. He could drown right now. If Zekon plays his card strike, full bubble available, and Saya does go down. Oh, Kragar softened him up for you. To be fair, Kragar did soften him up quite a bit. And Rao is trying to give Zekon as much of an honor deal here, but Zekon just throws in a judgment. That gives Rao's like, okay, you want to go now? All right, we'll go now. And Zekon has a blessing of protection. Question is, does Rao's have a shatter to be able to break past it? Because if he does, that could be huge. Searing Glare, fear. Oh, you better not get Searing Glared. Does he have a shatter? He doesn't have a shatter. He doesn't have a shatter. Full regen. Oh, Summon Stop is regenerating though. Hold on a second. Summon Stop is regenerating. This gives Rao's an opportunity. Does he have a leap? If you could just reconnect with him, full Blaze Storm, and I think he's out. He's taking a bit of that damage. That Consecration not feeling good. Dawn Light not feeling good either. But he's better find himself an angle to charge as Zekon, and I think he might just take it here. Charge Stormbolt. Is it enough though? Rao's better be very careful. Zekon picking up a little bit more resources. Shield of Endless together with a wall. He's fully bolstered up. He's bunkered down right now. Rao's needs to bunker down. Does burn in range regen before that stone comes through, which is exactly what he needed. And he needs to stay on top of Zekon. Does he have another charge or leap? He needs to get back in and get as much healing out of the range regen as possible. Full bleeds. Everything is available. Avatar landing those executes. Lay on hands for Zekon, but he doesn't really give him that much health at 90% dampening. And Rao's needs to land a kick if at all possible. Blaze Storm, which is perfect. Zekon needs to land that Searing Glare. Does connect. That's going to give him a few seconds of immunity because there's going to be dodges after dodges as Rao's cannot land a hit except for that last execute at the end, and not alone. Not going to give this man a chance to recover. Wouldn't even give him a second win opportunity or anything. And that's just lights for Rao's. Cheap shot on everybody. He's just cheap shotting everybody. He doesn't know who he's going up against, but it looks like it is going to be Tava. Tama, the Fire Mages. I want to see how this goes. Trinket immediately for Not Alone. Tama got himself the ultra, trying to go for another poly. Oh, hold on a second. That's a lot of damage out of the rogue though. Does Tama have ultra? He does have ultra. That's why he was like fine taking damage. I was gonna save for a second. Like he's just gonna blast it. Is he gonna be okay? Random panda racial with a combustion? I don't know if that's a random combustion, not a real combustion. So he's waiting until he gets himself a proper go. No more clock for the rogue. No more trinket either. Tama with an ice block. But he's still taking lots of damage though. The rogue does not have an easy out. He still can vanish. But if Tama can somehow lock him down with a proper stun or something, anything, he won't be able to for a while though. Won't be able to. Mages are getting a stun very, very soon, by the way. They'll be able to get a stun as a, what's it called? The, what do you call it? Sun Fury. With the Phoenix hero spec. The knock-up ability they have was like a snap and it lifts enemies up in the air, suspends them. That's going to be changed. Instead of like a root up in the air, it suspends them and stuns them. So that's going to be huge against rogues. It's like 8-second stun or something. I could be wrong. Or it's 8 targets, but it's a short stun. I'm not sure, but it's a proper stun G-Pi primer for Tama. That's the other damage to follow up. Big combust, but a blind out of the rogue stops all this go. Tama does not have a trinket in order to break out of this one. He is going to have to get some dot damage, maybe flame strikes around the corner onto Not Alone. Kidney shot does have alter, so you should be okay. Yeah, whatever damage he takes right now, it literally doesn't matter. Shadow Blade's out for Not Alone, so he's just going to keep seeing if he can just ramp up the damage, get some pressure on Tama, get another cheap shot off of that altar. Blake out for Tama. Not Alone, trying to see if he can end it. Mad damage on Tama, though. Hold on a second. Tama maybe looking for a cheap death here with the cauterize. G-Pi, is it enough? Barely enough. Trying to get a couple more fire blasts in. Is it enough though? Into a vanish by the rogue. Could go for a shifting power. Shadow Strike. Tama is not in a great spot. Blinks it. Invis. Keep it slow on a rogue. Couple of pelts. Bit of damage. Shadow Melt for the rogue. Still dotted though. He's gonna get himself another Shadow Strike. Vanish still available. Cloak of Shadows too. Vanish, Shadow Strike, and back to Tama. Tama needs something. Oh! Taking him out. A plush is immediately there next to Not Alone. Would have loved for you to wait into in your room. At the start of the arena, not rush Not Alone instant, but at the very least you are giving him at least an opportunity here to reset. Yeah, Phantom Knights catches him out in the open gouge, does give himself an opener here and check it out of a plus cheap shot to follow, and Not Alone with an evasion. Blind as you see him plus chasing after him, and should be able to get himself a reset unless he's bled up. Tell me you got a rupture on the guy. I think you no, definitely as Assassination, you gotta make sure to get bleeds on the other guy. Definitely gotta get bleeds on the other guy. Make sure they last long enough. Eyes are available, or at least one eye. And if Not Alone, it's careful. He's got himself in a position where you can see who's picking up the eye. Phantom but plus he just knows exactly what this guy's at. He's got him on a sonar. He bugged him or something. He has a GPS leading him straight to the guy. That or he's just going where he's like, I think he's over here. That's where I would go as a rogue. Phantom Knights found him. There's only so many places a rogue can go, and if you play one, you know where you would go. Immediate Venom taking him out. Plush was getting opened up on, but he is able to land himself a kill or two. Cobra dropping down with Rain of Fire, not enough to catch the rogue though. Question is, where's the succubus at? It was right next to you. So for Plush, this is going to be a tough matchup. He doesn't have a cloak. He needs something in order to be able to cut across, drop down dots on the Cobra. He has vanishes, but the thing is, without a Cloak of Shadows, you can't really get himself a clean reset, and Cobra just picked up the eye, so it's kind of making it a little bit tougher. I guess you could just... If he gets to see by Succubus in a decent spot, it's going to be a Garou cheap shot. Doesn't quite trade with a Succubus, because the bonds are felt to follow. Smoke Bomb, trying to create some line of sight. That is a full Infernal on you, though. Kidney shot. Oh, more to call, though, with full damage. Dude, line of sight, vanish. He just gets back in there. Cheap shot. I think he might just have to go road the guy, go full go. We had Death Mark and everything is available. King's Bane. I think you just got to stay in as long as possible and maybe vanish. I think at this point, just commit. Without or vanish, you back up away. Oh, the dots don't get you out in the open. Yeah, this is where we would have loved to have a cloak just to keep trucking that damage. But at this point, yeah, there's not much you can do. Cheap shot. Yeah, that's best take. Yeah, that is rough, man. That is rough. Goiris, last one left over for the team one. Charging out at Cobra. Hitting him with a quick blind. And Cobra Open up a portal's wall is available, is going to get stun locked for a moment here. With a port, is able to back up away, could go for a gate, which maybe reposition himself. Does go the distance with big ruination. Go start to see if you can drop down as many defenses as possible into a big old bolt to follow Cobra, and needs to get those instant casts or quick cast Soulfire, and I think he'll be just fine. As Goire's got himself a bit of damage built up, actually. Hold on a second. Both are low. Second BCC doesn't have which way to break it. Trinket last second. That's going to be big stun right after. Incinerate not going to feel that good, but Goire's got himself at least an ability to at least keep fighting for a little bit longer. Silence on the Cobra. Hold on a second. Maybe he still picks someone up here. Ah, but no. Just needed to live long enough and get a Shadow Fury too. That is a rough 2 and 2 with not alone in. Let's get the other two. That was a Cobra, right? It was somebody else. I need to look back into it. Let's see if we can get ourselves a bit of a refresher for the team plus, yeah? A bit of a refresher for that group.